Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you 5 fragrances that I love. I have enjoyed them very much and I'm just not vibing with them right now. So I wanted to share that because I think we go through phases where a fragrance can be amazing, but it doesn't mean that you're loving it in the moment. And for me, usually I just give it a break. And what I'm looking at all of these fragrances, and part of it is they've got a similar level of sweetness that right now is just not doing it for me. I'm going to share them with you, but before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird and Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. Yeah, let's get into this. So the first one is Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. This bottle to me is so gorgeous. Like, I just love it. And the fragrance inside, like when I first smelt it, I was so intrigued. And I loved it and I had to have it. And then I have worn it very little. Like, I have put a bit of a dent into it, but I just find it so sweet. So for whatever reason, sweet, a little bit staticky feeling almost. There's candied pear, there's violet in here, bubblegum, caramel, rock sugar, vanilla bean, like tons of sugary, sweet candy-like notes. But it's just a little too sweet for what I'm into right now. So again, I don't know if it's the season, I don't know what it is, but I find this to be bordering on a little bit juvenile. What I really loved was this paired with Santal Vanille by Seven Virtues. So maybe I just need to go ahead and purchase that one and wear the two together. I know lots of people really enjoy this as a layering combo. Care Confection by Paris Corner, similar DNA. I kind of like that one a little bit better because it's not quite as sweet, but really just the DNA in general, I'm just not into right now. Being we're talking about Kayali and Cares, I'm going to talk about Care Fusion, which is similar to Eden Sparkling Lychee by Kayali. I think Eden Sparkling Lychee is a little bit sweeter and a little bit smoother than Care Fusion, but they're very similar. Now this, I wore it a ton last summer. Loved it. It's kind of got a tart, vibrant gummy bear, sparkling gummy bear. So I think of a champagne with gummy bears in it. That's the vibe that this gives me. I got tons of compliments from this. So it was definitely a workhorse for me last summer. And I wore it a ton. Like, this was probably the fragrance that I wore the most. Sometimes when that happens, I need a break. I did that with Trussardi's Donna Eau de Parfum. Wore it a ton one summer and then didn't wear it at all the next summer. It was like I needed a break from it and now I love it again. So I think that the same thing applies for this. That said, this again is very candy-like, and where in the past I've really loved the candy-like fragrances, right now I'm wanting grown woman, sophisticated, slightly sensual, a little less sweet, and really perfumey, but not fruity perfumey. Like, a little bit of fruit is fine, but this is like bam, like Jolly Rancher candy fruity. And it's just a bit too much for me currently. This is an oldie, but I'm just not into it. I wore it the other day and I'm like, I could give it away. Olympia Eau de Parfum Aqua Légère. I think that's how it's put. So this is the one that's got the gold on it as opposed to the silver. This one is nice. It feels really solary. It's a little bit fresher than the original Olympia. Definitely prefer it over Olympia. I've enjoyed it a ton, as you can see. So I think the issue for me for this one is I have solar type fragrances that fit this category that I enjoy way more, such as Alien Eau Sublime. I love that fragrance. You can't get it, but I love it. And they're very similar. And then of course, Terracotta by Guerlain. That's one of my favorites. Like, I just am in love with that fragrance. So if I'm gonna wear a DNA right now, I really too love Jasmine of Athens by Theodoros Kalatinas. Affordable niche, so $75 Canadian, 45 euros. So really affordable, but it's just a fantastic tiare fragrance. So I just have other ones in that genre that I prefer right now over this one. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's not like I hate it, but I'm just not into it right now. The one thing that I have to stop doing is this, because they're all nice fragrances. I just can't get into them right now. Now, the next one, this kind of broke my heart because I purchased it recently. It's Rose of Dreams by Zamaya. Now, this is supposed to be similar to Rose de Vent by Louis Vuitton. Is that right? Maybe. It's a gorgeous fragrance. Like, it's got a beautiful fresh rose in it, like a young rose. It's slightly green, slightly sugary, slightly aquatic. I'm just not into rose right now. As far as the notes are concerned, the notes work on paper. When I first smelt this from Val, I loved it. It has blackcurrant, peach, and rose in the top. In the heart, it has iris, Turkish rose, and white musk. And then the base is amber, cedar, and orris root. So all the things that I love, but for whatever reason, I'm just not into it right now. It's possible I'll like this more in the fall, but the rose is just not working for me. I'm not sure why. So there are still rose fragrances that I really like. This is just one that I'm finding it a little harsh, a little bit sharp, but it's not. It's just the way I'm perceiving it. And I'm just not enjoying rose that much lately. Not sure why. I've just really, really fallen in love with white florals and yellow florals. So rose has had a moment in my life for a long, long time. I would say that my favorite summer rose fragrance there'd be two. One would be Issey Miyake's L'Odyssey Rose and Rose. Love that one. And as far as a Middle Eastern one, I really love Moira Silky Rose by Lattafa. That is very similar, honestly, to Issey Miyake's. So it's kind of like a jammy rose, sweet, a little bit of citrus on there. This one is really elegant, but it's just not moving my heart right now. My favorite rose fragrance actually for summer is still Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. I love the greenness in it. I would never purchase Balenciaga anything again. I'm not a fan of the house, but I am a fan of that fragrance. I think it's gorgeous. And if you are a fan of it, it's almost impossible to get now. That said, there is an excellent inspired version. Someone asked me about it recently and I put them onto it and they got back to me and they said they really liked it. And it's by Perfume Parlor. Just go to Perfume Parlor's website. They're out of, I believe, London. They have an excellent one. I think it's called Native Flower. Really excellent Flora Botanica dupe because Flora Botanica is almost impossible to get a hold of. So anyway, moving on. Last one, again, this is honestly has been one of my favorite fragrances. So I feel sad to put it in this collection, but it is Idole Nectar by Lancôme. Now this fragrance, I've talked about it before. I smell it. I think it smells amazing. Anytime I put this on, I get a compliment. So for me, it's just that I'm really gravitating towards other types of florals over the rose. Rose, I'm just a little bit sick of it. I think I just was such a huge rose fan that I've worn rose for so many years that now I'm tired of it and moving to a different land called white florals. So who knows, maybe I will love this one in the future, but right now I'm just kind of a little bit tired of it. So yeah, I feel almost sad saying that about any of these fragrances, honestly, but especially this one because I've been such a huge lover of it. Like I said, these aren't fragrances that I want to declutter because I still love them, but they're just not, I'm just not into them right now. It's just like, you're nice, but I'm not that into you. Like, that's how they feel. They feel like they just don't quite make the cut right now. There's so many other ones that I'm enamored with. What about you guys? Are there fragrances that have been in your collection that you've absolutely adored and all of a sudden you're like, I'm not into you right now? Leave it in the comments. I'd love to know. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week and we'll talk to you soon.